Good day everyone and welcome to another edition of In Case You Missed It. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Premier League top talent has requested for a meeting with Super Eagles head coach Chelle as he set to snub the Three Lions of England for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Iwobi made history over the weekend as Super Eagles stars were on fire for their various clubs across Europe. A Nigeria-eligible Premier League talent is reportedly eager to meet with Super Eagles coach Chelle to discuss his potential future with the team. The former Mali coach, who also recently had talks with Arsenal teenage star Nwaneri and others, continues his efforts to persuade dual nationals to commit to Nigeria. With Super Eagles off to a slow start in the World Cup qualifying campaign, they risk missing out on a second consecutive World Cup qualification. Everton midfielder Team Iwobi has expressed desire to meet with Super Eagles coach Chelle to discuss his international future with Nigeria. According to Ongo Nigeria, the 21-year-old has been in fine form for the Toffees this season and is eager to commit his talent to the Nigerian national team. The former England under-17 international Iwobi has made 15 appearances for Everton this season and has impressed with his midfield performances. A meeting between Iwobi and Chelle is expected to occur before the June international break, during which Nigeria would participate in a three-nation tournament. Coach Chelle is set to embark on his third European scouting tour to engage with Nigeria-eligible players, providing an opportunity for direct talks with Iwobi. An official said via Ongo Nigeria, the team has given its green light to the idea, with a date now up to Chelle, who will in the coming days begin a tour of Europe to speak with some players of Nigeria descent on the idea of playing for the Super Eagles. A meeting likely to take place at the end of the season, when the Super Eagles are expected to be in London for a three-nations invitational tournament involving Trinidad and Tobago, Ghana and Jamaica. Iwobi has recorded 1 assist and played in 15 matches, picking up 3 yellow cards during the 2024-2025 season. Meanwhile, Super Eagles coach Chelle is reportedly set to add another defender, Felix Agu, to his squad ahead of the international friendlies in June. Speaking about his future plans, the 25-year-old also described the Super Eagles jersey as one of the most prestigious in world football. The former VFL Ostrabok player emphasized how Nigeria had transformed the global music scene and said via Oma Sport TV, "I will be open to playing for Nigeria. We have players like Olaino, Iwobi, William Troost-Ekong, Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen, and it will be a dream come true to see my father smile by representing my roots. That is the truth." Also, the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has been working for some time now with Chelsea defender Adarabioyo, who has yet to play for England at the senior level. This weekend's Eagles in Europe edition delivered another exciting roundup of Nigeria football talent shining across Europe. While Victor Osimhen was absent from action, the likes of Kelechi Iheanacho, Santos Uche and Iwobi stood in spotlight, brushing aside Ademola Lookman's efforts with standout performances. Osimhen, fresh from his sensational brace in the Turkish Cup, had no Super League action to showcase this weekend as Galatasaray took a break from league duties. In his absence, Eagles in Europe focus shifted elsewhere, with plenty of Super Eagles stars stepping up. In the Italian Serie A, Pisayo Bashiru proved decisive for Lazio, delivering the assist for the only goal in victory over Ademola Lookman's Atalanta. Elsewhere in Serie A, Samuel Chukwueze made a brief 10-minute cameo as a late substitute in AC Milan's entertaining 2-2 draw against Fiorentina. Over in the Premier League, Iwobi emerged as one of the weekend brightest Nigeria stars in Europe. The former midfielder produced a goal and assist masterclass in a training 3-2 upset against league leaders Liverpool. Iwobi's 8th Premier League goal of the season, coupled with an assist for the winner, underlined his stellar form. Teammate Calvin Bassey also impressed in the victory. Iwobi's milestone performance saw him become the first Nigerian player to reach 30+ goals and 30+ assists in the Premier League history, with 34 goals and 30 assists. A remarkable feat for the Super Eagles star. It wasn't all joy for Nigeria stars in England. Southampton, featuring Super Eagles duo of Joe Aribo and Paul Onuachu, became the fastest team relegated from the Premier League with 7 games remaining. Their 3-1 loss to Tottenham sealed a dismal fate for the South Coast side, with Aribo starting while Onuachu came on as a sub. In the Championship, Kelechi Iheanacho continued his fine form for Middlesbrough. Following his first goal for the club last time out, the forward provided 2 assists in an away win against Blackburn. Across Europe, other Nigerian talents made their mark. In Spain, Chrysanthus Uche, back from suspension, started with 2 assists in Getafe's emphatic away victory, while Umar Sadiq played a role in Valencia's shock win over Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. However, Chidera Ejuke could only come from the bench as Sevilla fell 2-1 to Atletico Madrid at home. In the French Ligue 1, Osimhen kept up his reputation as an assist king in France, notching his 9th of the season in Ligue 1 for Nantes. In Italy, Maduka Okoye's heroic between the sticks for Udinese wasn't enough to avoid defeat. The Super Eagles goalkeeper made 6 saves but couldn't prevent a loss away to Genoa. In Germany, Victor Boniface endured another goalless outing as Bundesliga champion Bayer Leverkusen narrowly escaped an upset against Enderheim. From Iwobi's historic milestone to Iheanacho and Uche's creative flair, Nigeria stars continue to light up leagues across Europe. As Super Eagles head coach Chelle returned to Europe to continue consultations after the March international break, during which he won 1 and drew the order of his first 2 games. Coach Chelle and his team of assistants are desirous of capping as many players who are eligible to play for the Super Eagles through their Nigerian route. He told the press last month he wants to bring a lot of more competition in the Super Eagles squad. The Nigerian Football Federation (NFF) has the big task of convincing some foreign-born players to switch nationalities and help the Super Eagles before the 2026 World Cup qualifiers resume in September. Nigeria beat Rwanda in Kigali before drawing Zimbabwe in Uyo during the 2 qualifier games in March, leaving the country's chances of qualifying for the tournament in the balance. The 2 games proved that the Super Eagles have weaknesses in most departments on the pitch, which need urgent addressing before the qualifier games against Rwanda and South Africa in September. September's matches will give the Super Eagles the chances to fight on or effectively end their hopes of qualifying for the World Cup in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. In general, these players are young, vibrant, and playing regularly at their respective clubs in Europe. Here are the list of 5 foreign-born players the NFF and Chelle are looking to convince to play for the team. The first player is Adarabioyo. The NFF have been in active pursuit of the defender for many years, particularly during his time at Fulham, before making a switch down the street to join London neighbours Chelsea on a free transfer in the summer of 2024. At 27, could step in for the Super Eagles captain William Troost-Ekong, who took responsibility for his lapse in defence, which cost Nigeria the victory over Zimbabwe in Uyo. He had rumours around him last year after sharing a picture on his X account captioned Odogu. The second player is Leslie Ugochukwu. One of the concerns for Nigeria during the 1-1 draw against Zimbabwe was the lack of defensive midfielders who said to protect the defence. Bar Wilfred Ndidi, other Nigerian midfielders are central and attacking midfielders. Chelsea star Leslie Ugochukwu, who was linked to the Super Eagles in the past, is one of the ideal candidates to solve this problem and is reportedly open to playing for the Super Eagles, even though he still plays for France youth teams. The third player is Nwaneri. The Super Eagles of Nigeria lacks wingers who can make things happen from this position. No disrespect to first-choice stars Samuel Chukwueze and Osimhen, as they struggle to infuse creativity into the team and contribute significantly to goal scoring. According to Nigerian journalist Shina Oludare, the 17-year-old, who is eligible to represent England and Nigeria, will play for whichever country approaches him first, leaving a door open for the NFF to poach in. The next player is Jacob Murphy. The Newcastle United winger is eligible to represent Nigeria through his father. According to Ongo Nigeria, he declined an initial approach by the NFF as he continues to wait for an England call-up at 30. And the last player is Kani Chukwuemeka. Chelsea midfielder Chukwuemeka is similar to most current options in the Super Eagles, particularly Alex Iwobi, but he could post the Super Eagles options going forward. The Borussia Dortmund man, who is on loan from Chelsea, has been capped by England at the youth level.